What is up, Troubler Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keepstar. Let's get right into the news. KSI versus Trippie Red. These two are beefing. It's insane. We're going to get into it. We got all the details. TikTok is suing Donald Trump. We got a bunch of TikTokers that are in big trouble. But first, we need to talk about Jeffree Star, who is currently trending right now on Twitter because of this. Jeffree Star tweeted out, "Thankful for all the blessings God has brought into my life this year." 100%. Which it appears Jeffree Star has a new boyfriend with many tattoos. Now, Jeffree didn't tell anybody who this mystery man is, but the internet thinks they know who it is. They noticed that this basketball player has the same exact tattoos, known as Andre Marhold. Now, is that really him? I don't know. Maybe someone has the same tattoos, but like the internet thinks that. There's news articles on it. Jeffree Star also said, "Worry about how to pay your own bills, not who's in my mouth." Thank you. God bless upper management. Oh, wow. Okay. Also in the news. Now, guys, on last Drama Alert, we did an interview with Leafy. His whole channel got terminated by YouTube. It appears that this is permanent. Like, nothing can be done. It's not going to be reversed. There are some follow-up stories that happen with this. One of those being Belle Delphine. I always say her name wrong. She came out defending Leafy. She had this to say. She posted this tweet saying, "My opinion," and a complimentary picture. In the statement, she says, "I've had a lot of commentary videos made about me, and personally, I don't care. I think freedom of speech and not having to censor your commentary or opinions is important. It's tough and it hurts sometimes, but it's the internet. I can understand why YouTube and people don't like Leafy, but I think a warning before a straight up ban is something we all like to have." I gotta admit, I do agree with her. He didn't have any strikes, according to Leafy, so he should have gotten a warning before they just eliminated his channel. However, Leafy has clapped back because there's been a lot of Twitch streamers like celebrating that Leafy has been shut down, and of course some of his enemies that will go unnamed. There's been a lot of people celebrating, and Leafy clapped back with a Twitter video. But at the end, Leafy says, "How I made $4 million with a $60 mic and surfed." Wow, that's right. For all the hate Leafy's gotten, like, he really did use a $60 crappy mic and made $4 million on YouTube. I mean, it's kind of crazy to think about. Also in the news, ImAlex. Now, ImAlex has been exposed multiple times for backstabbing friends, lying, getting stories wrong. The list goes on and on. But recently, Chubbs, a former commentator YouTuber that was pretty big, but he had his own scandal where he didn't pay an editor. He kind of left the internet. He came out with an hour-long video today explaining everything and taking accountability for everything. Honestly, it was a really good video. And he also goes into detail that he had a substance abuse issue. And that was like basically the main reason for a lot of his flaws. But towards the end of the video, he talks about ImAlex and says that ImAlex lied about him. Roll it.
But Alex said about how he kept saying that, like, how he came to me and tried to avoid this, and even after all this happened, he came to me. He said to other people that he came to me and tried to help me get back into YouTube and gave me advice. It just didn't happen. Like, none of that happened, and I don't resent him for that. I just resent him for the fact that he told people that he tried, because he didn't. And Alex, if you're watching this, or if you've been sent this, I don't hate you, bro. It's just I just didn't like that you told people that you came to me to help, because you didn't.
Unbelievable. I mean, how many times can this guy get caught lying or backstabbing friends? It's unreal. And another thing that happened today that's completely unreal, and guys, this is just sad, it's depressing. I almost didn't even want to report on this, but we all have had a problem for years now with YouTube ads. They'll use YouTubers' likeness to sell a product without their permission. We've talked about Mr. Beast, David Dobrik, KSI. Now these scams with the YouTube ads have gotten so bad that there was one going around using Etika. Now, I did reach directly to Team YouTube, letting them know that this was happening and that this needs to be stopped. For those that may not know, Etika actually passed away, so like this is just absolutely horrible that the company is doing this. The problem is I don't know if they're ever going to be able to be stopped because they keep making new accounts to keep running these scams through Google Ads. The only way to stop this, they're going to have to start reviewing ads before they allow them to be promoted on YouTube. But let's switch gears here. Let's talk about TikTok. There's a couple TikTokers that are under fire right now. The first one being Tony Lopez, which we told you multiple girls have came out. They said that they were underage and Tony was making moves on them. It's been well over a week, but finally Tony has taken some accountability. He uploaded, kind of this general statement addressing the issues. He basically said that it was extremely irresponsible and that he's going to hold himself responsible, blah, 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 blah. Quite frankly, I don't even know how many Tony Lopez victims there are because, like, every few days a new one comes forward. So it seems like he was just spamming all of his fans, or as many as he possibly could, trying to get hookups with them without knowing what their age was. And in some cases, the claims are he did know the age. So I don't know if this guy is still going to have a career or not. All this stuff is pretty bad. Also in the news, another TikToker under fire is Charli D'Amelio. An old footage came out on the internet showing that she was vaping, and people are freaking out about it. She's actually like a really good role model. And so to see this, she's getting some hate. I don't think that she actually juuls or whatever vapes in her real life. I think she tried it like most kids do. I think the internet needs to give her a break. And speaking about TikTok, we told you that like the Trump administration is gonna ban TikTok, right? And they have until September 15th. Well, now TikTok has fired back with a lawsuit suing Donald Trump and the Trump administration. They came out with a statement today saying why we are suing the administration. And in this statement, they basically said they're not doing anything wrong. We'll have to wait to see how this all turns out. All right, our main story, okay? KSI, Trippie Redd, they are beefing, okay? Now, this all started a couple months ago when Trippie Redd, he made this like boxing like Instagram video with Jake Paul, and he was calling out KSI, which made no sense because KSI and Trippie Redd have a song together. So like, why did he jump ship and start supporting Jake Paul and attacking KSI? It made no sense. But all that's been dead for months, but it sparked back up again when KSI was on Cal Freezy's podcast. This is what KSI had to say. Roll.
Who is the worst artist you've ever worked with?
I'll just get ready. The worst one, the one that you disliked working with, they sent you a verse or whatever,
No
and it
bars.
was trash.
No melody.
I think I won't say worse, but the most difficult.
That's okay.
I'll say Trippie Redd.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He was. It was a hassle. Like.
It was a hassle doing a song with Trippie Redd.
Nah.
Okay, so that little clip there caused Trippie Redd to respond. He said this. Roll it.
You know, sometimes you just gotta kill people with kindness. Thank you, KSI. You paid for my studio. I appreciate you. I'm sorry we never got to talk on the phone or be friends or whatever. And one last thing, some little words of empowerment. When you get into this, realize it's just business. I'm not your friend. I don't know you. I'ma pull up on whoever I want to. And that's gonna always go. I went through it. You gonna go through it. Can't be mad at people.
Okay, and then KSI responded on Instagram himself saying this.
Man, I'm glad I was able to pay for your studio, man. You know, consider it as a gift, especially since all you had to do was just sing for the song. And also, you know, be grateful that I was able to get you your only top 20 in the UK. So whenever you come back to the UK to perform, just remember that, all right? Be grateful for that. And also, when you talk about business, you fucked with my business when you did that video with Jake Paul. That's why I don't fuck with you, fam. So.
Is what it is. Guys, let me know in the comments below who do you support in this situation? Trippie Redd or KSI? Me, I gotta go with KSI. YouTubers first. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the news. Guys, are you new here? Do you want to keep up to date on all the news going on in the community? Then you gotta subscribe, and subscribe with those notifications on. Because as soon as I get the scoop, I'm gonna keep you in the loop.